All right, what's up? My name is Donovan Green. Welcome to Ride Fit Nation. Today I want to talk to my new riders. I know that we have a lot of people who bought motorcycles, especially when that demon hit the world in 2019. And some of you are still buying bikes. You're thinking about buying a bike. Maybe you're scared, maybe you're nervous. Maybe you went and you pulled the trigger and bought that bike, whether it's a Harley, a Kawasaki, a Honda, whatever you bought. Welcome to Ride Fit Nation. So I'm going to share 7 important steps, or not even steps, 7 important things that you should know when you are a new rider. Now, these things are not designed to be the holy grail of bike riding. This is 7 things that I want to choose to share with you as a new rider so you can enjoy your riding experience and be a better rider. All right, I'm going to go right into it. I'm not going to stay long. First one is to ride more. I found that a lot of riders, even seasoned riders, is just not riding enough. And the reason why I want you to ride more is the more you ride, the better your muscle mechanics get, the better your memory glands get, the better your skills will improve. It's like if you say you want to go and run a mile, maybe you never ran a mile before in your entire life. You don't start off by running the mile, you start off by doing a quarter mile, and then you go a little bit more than a quarter mile, and then step by step, but before you know it, if you do it every day, a mile becomes like nothing to you. So your skills will definitely heighten when you start to ride more. So ride more. So what do I mean by riding more? Maybe you're riding 2 days a week. Ride 4 days a week. Maybe you're riding on the weekends. Well, guess what? Choose 2 weekdays to ride your bike. The more you ride your bike, the more confident you become as a rider. Number 2 on the board, avoid group riding. I know you might feel enticed. It might be enticing to want to get together and ride with a bunch of your friends and be a part of this massive, manly or womanly looking group, and you feel great, right? But if you're just learning how to ride, avoid group rides, because you have to deal with other people's lives and other people have to deal with your life. So you might not be educated enough to ride in a group. You might be the one to cause an accident. Or maybe somebody might crash into you because maybe you did something that dilly-dallied and you went over the cliff and somebody else followed you over the cliff. It happens a lot. Unfortunately, it does. So avoid group riding at all costs and really focus on just riding by yourself for now. When you get strong enough, when you become more confident, then and only then you should consider joining a motorcycle club, the Hog chapter, whatever it is, right? Then you can get involved with other riders and you let them know, hey, listen, I have not been riding for a long time. Do you have any advice? You know, what are some of the things that you guys do when it comes to riding? Are you riding stagnated? Or you riding, tandem? Tandem is close by, next to each other, or stagnated is here. Or you riding distance stagnated or tight stagnated. Every group has different riding skills. So it's your responsibility to learn these things as a new rider. Next one is to ride your ride. Now, riding your ride goes into the group riding. Ride your ride means don't follow what other people is doing. Another man might know how to lean his bike differently than you do. Another person might know how to take off pretty fast than you do. Another person might have better stopping skills. Another person might want to cut between cars. Another person might want to stay behind a car and tailgate. Ride your ride. Don't do anything that you see other people doing, because this is your bike and it is your life. I'm gonna say it again. This is your bike and it is your life. So don't ride another man's ride. If I'm gonna go and fight somebody, I'm not gonna fight the way the other guy's fighting. I'm gonna lose. I'm not gonna fight his fight. I'm gonna fight my fight. So if he throws his hands up and he's going orthodox, I'm gonna go unorthodox. I'm gonna go against the grain, right? If he wants to throw kicks, then I'm gonna grab a stick and crack his leg. Now, I'm not being violent. I'm just being real. You understand? Ride your ride and you will find yourself becoming so much more at ease with riding your bike. Some guys might want to go 80 miles an hour. 80 miles an hour might be way too fast for you. So what I'm going to say again, say it with me. Ride your ride. Next one, which is number 4, assume that no one sees you. So what happens with motorcycles is, I see this a lot with seasoned riders as well, is let's just say that you are coming up to an intersection and you have the right of way. The light is green and you see other cars waiting to go. Don't assume that people see you, right? Because they might not see you. Statistics shows that most fatal accidents happen doing left turns. When cars are turning left, that's when most fatal accidents occur. So make sure you raise your hands up, blow your horn, maybe rev the bike a little bit, get the attention of the individual, because a lot of people are doing what? They're on their phones and they're not paying attention. Truthfully, we shouldn't be riding in these day and age, honestly, but I'm a lover of motorcycles. I love riding my bike, right? So I'm not gonna let that stop me from riding. However, people are blind. And once people are in a car, they're not gonna see a motorcycle because motorcycles are very small. And most of the time they really don't see you, right? Because they're looking for a bigger vehicle. They're looking for a more massive structure with two lights in the back or 2 lights in the front, right? And just a bigger vehicle. So motorcycles, sometimes their brain don't register the bike. So always assume that no one sees you. Never, ever think, oh, they saw me. Don't. Okay, because most of the times they do not. Next one, get to know your limits. Know what your limits are. If you know you are used to riding on smooth roads and you are thinking twice because you see gravel on the road, maybe that's not what you should go on. Don't go on the gravel on the road. Know your limits. If you know you're comfortable at 65 miles an hour, do not push it to 100 miles an hour. Don't push it to 80. Make sure you are comfortable in that space first, and then you start to play a little bit with it. It's like when I'm training, right, and I'm bench pressing. When I'm bench pressing, I'm very, very comfortable at 225 pounds in the bench press. I'm also comfortable at 285. My limit is 285. If I go for 315, I know that my injuries might skyrocket through the roof. 315 for years has been just extremely heavy for me. So I'm comfortable at 285. Okay, 275, between that range. That's my limit. So know your limit as a rider. Know what you are capable of and do not attempt, once again, what you see other people doing, all right? I'm moving through the list. I'm not keeping you long. The next one is don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. I really want to say something else, like I'm gonna spell it. Don't be a ASSHOLE, okay? Don't be that person. I see a lot of people with motorcycles, they are living on this hierarchy mindset. Look at me, I'm riding a big bad Harley Davidson. I'm top of the world, right? And a car might cut them off and they will drive up to that car and give the middle finger to the car or try to kick off the glass. You might be riding a sport bike and because you're quick, you go up and start splashing water at people's cars and you think that you are unstoppable. Don't be that person. Don't be that person. Be kind. If you are cutting into somebody's lane and they allow you to go in that lane, put your hands up. Give it a peace sign, a thumbs up, right? Don't do any middle fingers, thumbs up, thank you, right? Let people know. The more you do that, the better it gets for other riders like myself, right? The more riders begin to show respect to motorists, the better, because motorists will start to show riders more respect. We're at a point now where I see all online, motorcyclists are becoming more and more, they're devilish and they're doing some dumb stuff to motorists, and it makes no sense because, hey, why would you pull up next to a car and start trying to do stuff to the car? I seen a guy try to kick a car and the person in the car was not having it, and they literally Thanos'd his ass and smacked over and sent him flying across the road, okay? His whole universe got taken. And I promise you this, people do not care because the law does not, I repeat, does not protect riders. The law is not stern enough or strict enough for riders. All they gotta do is hit you and say, oh, I didn't see him. And that's it, that's a wrap. You feel me? All right, last one, respect the beast. Respect the beast. This is a heavy bike, okay? This is a Road Glide, 2022 Road Glide. I don't know what kind of bike you got, but when this bike starts up, this bike is a monster. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna start the bike up so you can hear the monster. This is a beast. But before I do that, let me open that garage door. Keep in mind that whenever you start that bike, man, I'm telling you that carbon dioxide is strong. So let me crack that door, and then I'm gonna crank the bike up a little bit for you to hear it. Now, for me, when you're riding this beast, any motorcycle you have is a beast. It's power between your legs, literally, okay? So I'm gonna start it up. Hopefully you can hear the explosiveness on the bike when I start. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? So it's understanding your motorcycle, knowing that your motorcycle is gonna take you from point A to point B, it's like being on a dragon, right? This is what the bike literally feels freedom. It feels amazing, it feels good. But sometimes that feeling good can get to your head and you begin to lose respect for the beast. So respect the beast, all right? So let's recap it. Ride more, get out there more. Avoid group rides, at least when you're just getting started. Ride your ride, ride for you. Assume that no one sees you. Remember, no one, don't assume it. Get to know your limits and don't be a jerk. Don't be an a-hole and respect the beast. All right, this is it. I hope that helped you out a lot. This is Donovan Green from Ride Fit Nation. Leave the comments, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let's bring this thing to 1,000 subscribers. We're almost there. We are growing, all right? And leave some ideas on some of the things that you want to learn on this channel, all right? I'm out of here. Peace.